So here we are with this second video. Here we are with the second video, as I was saying. For the indicators, let's start with the premium ones. That is the indicators that, well, here have access the premium members of Patreon on Patreon. Perfect. This is a chart where VLC is loaded, in short, which you all have available below. We have the first one, which is KVP, and this is a volume indicator that collects the volumes for us. It practically measures the volumes and compares them with the historical series. In short, it's adjustable. There's a file available on my channel on Discord, which is PipsMind in the markets, where you can find it. In short, obviously the settings of this indicator, which in short, this is a universal setting that I use on all the assets that I follow. The source must be on the close, the period 22. The bars back must be 880, and the length, in short, of the average must be 22. This, in short, produces this result, where we have, in short, divided by colors, in short, the volumes divided by colors to which a percentile value is attributed on the scale. In short, on the measured historical series. And this, in short, gives us an idea, in short, of the impact that the volumes have, because they might be. They might be, in short, if high, but perhaps contextualized and measured on a historical series. They are relatively low because they don't have that strength. And so this helps us in a deeper measurement of the volumes, in my opinion. Okay. Let's move on to another indicator. Let's start with KSP. Here it is. KSP is an indicator that captures and tracks on the chart the levels that are formed with certain volumes that are developed in a specific way. And the indicator, in short, captures them and plots them on the chart. Now here we only see two, again, because the contract has changed. And so, looking back, the volumes are relatively few to be able to extrapolate and calculate these levels. That's why, in short, for the last 12 days or so, in short, it seemed not to work. In reality, it wasn't that it didn't work, but rather it didn't have enough data to be able to perform the calculation, essentially. Once the volumes are starting to return to normal, we see that the indicator begins to function correctly. Here it indicated two nice levels that essentially encapsulate Friday's day with these two accelerations. Nice clean, which certainly I don't thought, in short, already on Monday will be levels to take into account. Okay, done. KSP, which I want to remove so as not to clutter and show you gradually all those I insert. Where is it? Just a second, nothing. Here it is. We remove it, okay. Let's move on to, no. I also wanted to show you the trend reversal that I previously neglected in the video of the free ones. Trend reversal. Basically, it's an indicator that always captures for us, in short, based on calculations using linear regression. In short, the ongoing movement, the green line is the one to follow, the blue one. It represents acceleration. So in short, if the volumes are surpassing, driving the movement, and in short, this line, this orange line, instead represents let's say the median, in short, the point of balance. So after this, in short, or behind then as the movement started to rise, or as here maybe, it went down even if not by much. In short, it's an indicator that can certainly provide important indications to give here. In short, anyway, how it closely followed the entire movement of Friday's decline from the morning. So it's definitely an additional resource that you can take into consideration. This also needs to be set with the level. Here, 71,000 Okay. And then there's a file with the settings that vary from instrument to instrument, which you can always find on my channel. Okay. Having done this, in short, a prequel to the other video, the first video I published. Here instead we have, let's start again, in short, with those premium indicators because of trend reversal. I frankly forgot to show it to you in the previous video. Okay, hey, let's move on to, zone reversal. This is nice for giving some indication. Here it appears. It's an indicator that follows a movement with these bands that follow. These lines you see are the moments when there is a climax, and therefore one can expect a movement opposite to the one that has triggered it. Okay, that's why it's called reversal. Clearly, in short, it's an indicator. So sometimes it can work, sometimes it may not work. As I always say, all indicators should be used as a tool to support our decisions, but certainly not as an exclusive indication. Okay, after this zone reversal, which is also a universal setting, there is a file available, very simple to set up for everyone, for all assets. Okay, hey, having said that, let's look at what, not even this. In short, a setting, but for each asset this within. It seemed not to work, but I'm trying to find, in short, the right setting at the moment. Frankly, I haven't found the time yet. Credit is off doing it, nor does it feel like I'm doing many things, many projects. Sometimes time is not enough for me. Throughout the day, however, by slightly increasing the volumes, we can see that some indication can start to give it, because instead of maybe putting 20 here, because if we see by putting 20, it doesn't give us big indications. They disappear, in short, except some small fragments. In short, if we increase even to 50, in short, some indication begins. It starts amo tuitan AA to barla. However, in short, we then have to verify its validity. That's why, in short, at this moment, I'm not using it much. But why is it? Has this volume regime changed? And in short, I need to review it for a moment. The fact that we look at it, Fox, which is also quite nice. Fox is an indicator that always has a setup file. In short, that always needs to be modified. In short, based on the parameters that are entered in the file, which you can always find available on my Discord channel. And this is an indicator. In short, here we can maybe even eliminate all these lines, okay? Leaving only the signals, let's say buy and sell, basically that give us the indication of the price direction. Basically, these are also very varied indicators. Basically, you see, in some cases, it really manages basically to indicate a beautiful long here. Or here, basically, the input for a downward trend, like here, from here, basically, Darius or so. And certainly here, it started not giving signals, always due to the issue of volumes, which were not sufficient to generate the calculation. Now that the volumes are starting to reappear on the contract, etc., as we said for the other indicator, you see that the signals are starting to reappear, and it is definitely useful. Maybe that's why at the beginning, having an indication, I'm not telling you to open short or to open long when the arrow appears, but it's an indication of how the price is moving, and so this can visually put us on the alert for a moment. Let's say, if maybe at this moment in these circumstances we had thought of going long, and we see this whole indicator pointing downwards, in short, maybe it can make us pause for a moment, reflect better, evaluate the situation more accurately, avoid taking a stop essentially, or provide some indication in some step that we missed. In a change of direction, as already, for example, we can see here the rise, this nice bullish acceleration with a nice yellow candle marked by volume, and the focus signal may be here. Entering the area 9 to 9, 9 to 10, 9 to 20, if one went long, they would make 50 points at closing, which was not bad at all. Okay, focus is also done. Yep, let's close it. We still have to do BC3, to which we need to dedicate a bit more time, BC3. So anyway, I've said it many times. In short, eliminate all the background, leave only the colors. ASCII input. I live in Italy, so at the moment in Italy there is no daylight saving time yet, unlike the United States, which is why when I need to capture the volume pattern that forms at the opening and closing of the American market, I simply go and change only the time of the opening and closing that concern the American session, where there is the issue of daylight saving time. The issue in quotes, in the sense that daylight saving time is in effect in the United States and not in Italy yet. In the panels for my other schedules, I don't need to change anything because nothing has changed. Okay, when? Then in a week, we in Europe will also switch to daylight saving time, practically adjusting to standard time. In fact, it will be here for Europeans at 15:30 and 15. Obviously, if you reside in the United States and are simply in the same time zone as New York, you don't need to change these times. Perfect. This is the BC3. For example, with this setting, and with these times that I set for the previous day, this is to have the levels of the previous day, which I'll show you what they are. Here they are, these 4 levels. See how they then determined this was a level. These, all the levels created. Before, see this one created. At the close on Thursday, see how well it acted. Friday, it stopped the entire movement. And then besides this, we add the one for the day. Obviously, imagine that here it is. I add the one from the 21st. Imagine being at midnight on Friday, basically, because today is Saturday, the day I am recording this video. So if we have the 21st here as the date, so this level that has already brought okay, then the one at 6 in the morning as the Asian close. Then at the London opening, European, as one might say, and the American opening, always considering the time zone for the daylight saving time issue. Now it has been given differently, but the others instead, well, okay, and I get these other lines. This is the one that was created then at the last 2:30, but the ones that were there before, excluding this orange one at the bottom, these were the ones we had before. So in the morning, the break of the last A that is needed of the last A, 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 that is needed of the last level, which was from Thursday's opening break, retest from below, even lower, another retest, then it went down, then it retested, in short, then it held the movement until then at closing there was this break. We will see then, in short, what to do on Monday. So this is how you can use, in short, set the indicator. After the PC3, China Nishidimare. In short, the new version of PC3 will be more or less. Here on this one, I will show a bit. I haven't released it yet, and I don't know if I will release the MH because, and I mean, short, it doesn't update in short as desired. In short, I need to verify a little bit in short its functionality, because instead of having loaded 2 in short, I had put them all in one, and so in short we could have everything in one, but in short it tracks me. I don't understand why, but it tracks me in short the levels differently, and so at the moment I prefer to hold off. Then as soon as I have time in short, I need to review it. Okay, so we'll remove this. Perfect. Having done this, I wanted to show you GPS. This is also a file for setting up each GPS, an indicator that gives us practically an indication for an upward target. The dashed line from this small green line gives us the flip point in yellow and the low target in red. We also have the box with flights, pressure, and with pressure. Basically, it moves dynamically, so depending on how the volume pressure is, it then turns red. Green, depending on whether the pressure is bullish or bearish. There are volume levels. In short, to set up, there is a setting to be entered for each asset, which you can obviously find the file always on my channel. In short, this is an indicator that basically uses a polynomial function to make predictions on how the price is moving based on volume volatility. In short, other parameters on where it might end up. In short, it becomes quite a useful tool. When one of the targets is reached, you will see that the indicator turns blue. In short, to indicate precisely that a key level, one of the levels had been reached, and therefore absolutely useful. Absolutely useful. I believe I have mentioned them all, so we conclude here, obviously, this video. I hope I was clear. In short, no. I believe, in short, that they are particularly difficult. Just follow the instructions and the files that are available on my channel. Perfect. We conclude this video here. Thanks again to everyone for your attention. We'll talk again later.